Here we go!
All right, MMA Maniacs, it's time once again for your weekly MMA podcast called Split Decision, brought to you from the SinCal studios. Bueller, Dodge, and Jet is ready to break you off some MMA news. We do have fights coming up this weekend, yeah?
Yeah, no.
No?
Yeah.
Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo.
Yeah, Machido's fighting this
Fight
week,
night
right?
119.
119.
Machido.
Machito is
I have
fighting.
no idea where the fuck that even came from. Machido.
Machito.
The Return of the
fighting
Dragon.
The Return of the Dragon is this weekend.
Him and his big growl.
What the fuck was
Is that
that?
a dragon?
Sounded like a cat hacking up a hairball.
It's getting a little weird.
It's because he's never...
Thundercats.
He's never seen Game
There's
of
no
Thrones.
dragons in
That's why he doesn't know.
Thundercats.
He's never seen Game of
Snarf is
Thrones.
not a
There's no
dragon.
dragons.
Snarf.
Snarf versus Orca, who wins?
Ooh, I don't know.
It's a tough one.
I'm taking Orca.
All right, we're jumping
Battle
back in.
cat mode or non-battle cat mode?
Oh, shit, that's a good point. That's a really good point. I think for Snarf, we got to go non-battle cat mode.
I'm going to put that up on our...
All right. You can go chime in at
Is that the
Facebook.
next shirt?
Making a fight announcement for it.
Split Decision MMA podcast on Facebook. Go let us know what you think. Snarf or Orko. Yeah. Moving on. Moving on from there. Obviously, we have a guest in the studio. You want to introduce yourself? Tell us what the hell you're doing here. Fuck, let this guy in.
Edward Firehands over there. My name is Ryan Attebery. I'm from Merced, California. I'll fight next week. I'm a virgin to the podcast game, so I don't know what to say.
It's all good. So the event that you're fighting at, what's it called?
5150 Fight Night number 2.
5150 Fight Night number 2 is taking place in Merced?
In Livingston.
In Livingston.
Yes.
Okay, what is it?
We're at
what's the
Livingston.
grounds?
The 5150 Fitness Center.
The 5150 Fitness Center. So if you happen to be out and about in the area of Livingston and looking for some fights, this is happening on what date?
November 4th.
November 4th. So it's next weekend.
Yes.
It's next weekend. All
I
right.
guarantee a finish.
And you're... I'm just going to make a really shitty joke. We were just talking about this a little too much earlier.
Well, they were talking about I wasn't.
Some kind of finish.
Everybody's watched that new show, Big Mouth, right?
And you're fighting at 125. You're cutting weight right now,
Yeah,
right?
I'm fighting 125. Yeah.
How's the
it
weight
sucks.
cut going?
It sucks.
Sorry to eat that quesadilla in front of you just a minute ago.
Yeah, I didn't even look.
I mean, not really.
I was
I was hungry.
looking over there.
Just so you know, it was 2 spicy jack chicken quesadillas from Del Taco.
What a dick.
As long as you don't say the P word. Just don't say the P word. Don't say the P word.
I don't even know what's the...
I'm not going to tell you.
Is it pice cream?
It's not.
Ice cream.
Pice cream?
Steak.
Steaks?
Food is my poison,
He's
so.
staying
Is
aside.
Peanut butter?
Is it
Nah.
plobster?
Potatoes.
Fucking pizza, guys.
Pizza. Oh, I'm in. I'm in for
Pastas.
pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like lobsters better.
Lobsters.
But do you put pineapple on pizza?
Fuck no.
What?
That's weird. That's all the weirdos.
That's weird.
Pineapples do not belong on pizza.
Not double P.
Not double
Single
P.
So you're going to be fighting at 125 next week.
Yes.
What do you know about your opponent? Who is he?
Elijah Solis, I don't really know. He's fucking wild, man. He's weird. He's a weirdo, but he's I think he looked like a high school wrestler, but he uses wrestling backwards, like to try to stand up.
Oh, wrestling in reverse?
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be. Honestly, I don't
That's
care.
the name of the band.
Wrestling in reverse? Write him down, man.
Honestly, he's from what I hear, he's pretty new in the game, so I don't think he's gonna really. I think
Newer than you? This is only your second fight, yeah?
Yeah, but I've been training for a long ass time. I've been training since I was 6th grade in boxing, and then I've been training MMA since I was 18.
Well, yeah, and you said you're the middle of 3 brothers?
Yeah,
So you've
so
been training all your life?
And I was the white kid in the Mexican neighborhood, so we were always fighting.
When you want to eat, you
This
got
is
3
California. We're all white kids
Yeah.
in Mexican neighborhoods.
Go to determine Atwater. You'll see.
I grew up in San Jose, Edward Firehands. Yeah.
Oh, I live in
He's only
Salida.
half Mexican. He don't count.
He's Filipino right now, I told you.
Other than that, I don't really know. I think he's 0-2, but in his last fight he won, in my opinion. So he's 1-1 in my opinion.
And what are you, 2-0?
I'm 1-0.
1-0?
Yeah.
Oh, so this is your second fight.
Yeah, this is my
Okay.
second
All right.
fight.
Go
I'm
to-
just I'm just cocky, kind of, and I'm confident, but it comes off as cocky. I'm just
No, it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
So it's in Livingston. It's at the 5150 you say, Fight Studios?
Fitness center.
Fitness Center.
Yeah.
This is for the Carlos Vieira Foundation?
Yes.
Which helps.
Autism.
All right.
And they're really big on that too. So basically anything to do with 5150, whether it's energy drinks or not, it goes to that foundation.
Right. So if you get a chance to check it out again, it's next Saturday, right?
Yes.
That's the 4th.
Oh, and my teammate Michael Alonso is fighting for the state title on the same night.
Awesome. There you go.
Cool.
Tickets available now?
Yeah, tickets available now. Get them online because they don't want to give me any.
At CarlosVieiraFoundation.com
He'll sell
or
them in the back of
.org.
his car, too.
I tried. That's what I did last time.
CarlosVieiraFoundation.org.
.org, yep.
Like the most complicated last name to spell.
Just look up 5150 fights, November 4th, and then you'll be able to find it.
Then you'll be
there.
able to find it.
That's
that
how
way.
I found it.
Moving on from there into your news from mymmanews.com. UFC has announced a partnership with Opro, or is it Opro? Yeah, Opro mouth guards.
Opro mouth guards, yeah, multiple years.
You get a mouth
Little
guard.
like-
And you get a mouth guard.
You get a mouth guard.
Everybody gets a mouth
Look
guard.
underneath your stool.
Hey, that girl in that picture when she jogs, she needs a mouth guard.
Oh, shit.
Bring them out.
So yeah, there you go. New product line. Opro again, going to be the official mouth guard of the UFC.
So does that mean that nobody else can use anything aside from Opro mouth guards?
Oh, I just thought of that. So are Lost getting all those guys? They got the fangs and
They
stuff.
have the Venom mouth guards.
Well, I mean, they got look. There's just fangs on that one right there in the picture.
yeah, but they,
Yeah.
I'm sure they could custom make.
Yeah, I got to believe you're going to
yeah,
be
just
able
like
to custom.
Reebok can custom make their
Well, you
kits.
know,
No, but what I'm saying is
about
that
the mouthpiece guy, right?
that was like the
Yeah.
last
Yeah,
one
I
you
think
could. That was the last brand you could sneak into the ring was your mouth
Was your
guard
mouth
guy,
guard.
and
Yeah.
now it's done.
Now it's
Well,
done.
at least in the UFC.
Right.
So, I mean, how do you guys feel about this? Them going further and further, getting brands. I mean, it's got to be. I mean, just the NFL does. Oh, we're officially, Nike. This we're officially.
Well, that's what Dana said he wanted to do. When the problem with that is that we've talked about so many times that this isn't a team sport. So by doing that, you're taking away a lot of the individuality. I mean, before it was boxers and it was like NASCAR and golf, and because these are all individual competitors getting their own sponsors.
It's not even about. They're taking away money from
Yeah,
the fighters.
that's
They're taking a lot of money with
That's
that.
why I think everybody's going to Bellator because you can get all your sponsors. You can get everything.
Oh, you could come into Bellator like a NASCAR.
Yeah, but you can also get your sponsors with everything too.
Right.
Could you
don't have
imagine?
to worry about
Could you
no-
imagine if like NASCAR said, "Oh no, we're only doing Chevy."
I think they did it for 1 or 2 years where the cars were solid, where they were just like 1 or 2 sponsors, and then they're like, nah, you can go back. Every inch you can put. a
NASCAR's
logo on.
only sponsored by Natty Ice now. That's fucking. That's your only sponsor you're allowed.
Moving on to the next little bit of news here, we have WWE and kind of MMA news going on again.
Ronda Rousey.
This is more Ronda Rousey news. WrestleMania 34 officially got put up on the WWE website. We have WWE's 4 horsewomen going up against 4 unnamed opponents.
Yeah, Ronda Rousey has headed into the training camp for
Allegedly has headed into the training center, the official WWE training center. Again, they have not announced this bout yet. But
Even if you named
this
them, I
is
wouldn't
going
know
down
what they were.
in New Orleans,
could've watched it with The Rock.
April 8th of next year.
Isn't that's
April
ginger
8th?
spice and then
Yeah, Pop Spice,
Baby Spice,
Sporty Spice, and Baby
Baby
Spice.
Spice,
Were there
yeah.
5 of them? There's 4.
We have ginger,
I don't
baby,
know. Is that
sporty,
Old
Scary.
Spice? Yeah,
posh. Yeah, that's
Old
it.
Spice, yeah, that
Old
was
Spice. Scary is the one we're missing.
She's
scary.
probably
Yeah,
getting
she's
broke
married
off,
to
though, right?
married/divorced to Wesley Snipes, right?
Nah,
Sure.
Eddie
Murphy?
Yeah,
Same thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa!
This guy raised
All
her.
hate
I thought it
mail.
was Forrest
Send,
Whitaker.
Brandon
Whitaker?
Dodge.
Is Forrest Whitaker?
She's married to one of those guys.
She's probably getting broke off for this, though, right?
So yeah, I mean,
She's got to be getting a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
has to be getting a lot of
Oh
money.
yeah.
So broke off me.
Well, they what was it?
What,
I think
from being married to Eddie Murphy?
No,
No,
Ronda
Ronda
Rousey.
Rousey.
Ronda Rousey.
I don't know
gonna
what
be
the hell's
fighting
going on
in
anymore. I thought we were talking about Scary Spice still.
Roundy Reezy. Roundy Reezy, man, you know Roundy Reezy.
Will you watch the pay-per-view?
No.
No.
Will you watch it for free?
No.
You mean stream it?
If the thing is, she was so bad at cutting her promo when they brought her in with the other four horsewomen that they have X amount of months to train her up for doing better.
Was
but
it
she's
better-
going to have to make some appearances before 34.
Was it worse than?
Yeah, but that's
this
not
is
until April. You got in
Heart
WWE world. There's plenty of
Radio.
time.
It was about the same.
It was about the same.
Yeah, about
This
the
is
same.
Floyd Mayweather.
Wait, what's my name again?
Hardio.
I heard.
Adio.
50 Cent's a dick for that.
50 Cent was right for that.
No, it's funny. I'm glad he did it, but he's a dick for that.
Yeah. Oh, I still want to hear one fish, two fish.
Bellator has now launched their first ever app. This is going to be allowing you to watch Bellator on your phone for free anywhere you go.
All right.
They already have that. It's called streaming. It's funny. It's like we're going to design an app to
But
do.
now it's just for Bellator.
You mean we're going to make it legal?
It's legal, is what it is.
Well, no, because what it is you still have to have Spike TV as your cable package.
Okay.
Okay, so you have to log into your TV.
So it's like HBO Go.
Yes.
Okay.
It's going to be like HBO Go, but just for Bellator. So it's going to be like Fight Pass, but just for Bellator. You're going to be able to see the Spike.com fights. You're going to be able to see the live main cards that are on Spike TV as long as you have Spike on your cable.
So
package.
everyone's gonna have to stream it.
Yeah.
Well, see, this is what I don't understand. Because for the longest time, I have DirecTV. I have
Right.
an Apple phone, so anything that
anything that's on your TV, you can stream on your phone.
Phone, yeah.
But
now
it has
this
to be
is,
on your TV. Now you can just get whatever you want that's on that network on your phone.
yeah.
But like you said,
But
you have to be.
have the separate app, and then you gotta log into that app.
Yeah.
This one you don't, just Bellator. So this is again, this will do just Bellator things. It'll be they're trying to make it kind of like I said, like the Fight Pass app or something similar, where it's going to have all the Bellator news and
Whatever.
all
The
different
whole
things.
fight. Don't even start on the Fight Pass app. That thing doesn't even work half the time now.
It was working just fine the other morning when we were watching it.
Yeah, you didn't have no problems.
Oh, we were at
actually-
breakfast. Remember?
That
I
shit's
wasn't
screwed me
invited to
over.
this party.
At
do you
Conor
mean?
breakfast. We were watching it on Matt's phone.
Yeah, and it kept falling out.
Oh, I've
One of the last cards.
you were
I kept-
eating your breakfast.
I was looking over. It looked fine. I come back, eat my breakfast, come back, it's still
One
on.
of the last cards earlier this year, I ordered it and wouldn't let me do it. Basically, I didn't get to watch it. I had to stream it. Sorry, Dana. And then I go like the next day. It says that I got paid for it and I went through.
Yeah, you had to charge.
So I still didn't fucking get to watch it. I got charged and I didn't get to watch it.
Right.
Well, that happened with the Mayweather fight.
Yeah, that
Some
happened a
people
lot.
got charged 5 times.
Shut up.
Quit hitting
serious.
refresh. They tell you that all the time.
Why do I have 5 of these in my basket? This is bullshit.
And what's sad is I think that's why Dana thought that they did like 11 million.
Yeah, he's like, this
Nobody
guy
needs
ordered it 5
flashlights.
times.
What the fuck?
This guy ordered the fight 5 times. He loves
It
the
fell
fight.
short.
He loves the fight.
Yeah, it was over 4, but it fell short of the 4.6.
So it was under.
I think it was like
Mayweather
4.2.
Pacquiao?
Yeah, it was just under. I think it was 4.2 or 4.4.
All right.
We
It
gotta
didn't
think
do the
about
4.6.
That Triple G fight was bullshit.
Carlos Felipe recently signed with the UFC and was supposed to be fighting at this upcoming card, actually. However, he failed his July 29th random out-of-competent anti-doping test for stanzanol. 2 different metabolites of stanzanol. He has accepted his 2-year suspension as of today.
Like when you
Oh,
test,
so he didn't even have no argument, huh?
No.
when you test for like a masking agent and you try to deny it, then cool. But when you test for like multiple things,
Actual steroids?
you kind of just gotta go like, yeah, that
was me.
Totally did that. Oopsies.
Have you guys seen Machida's before and after pic?
Oh yeah.
Jesse Taylor, on the other hand, is basically working into a lawsuit against. Here we go again. We get another tainted supplement for sex drive.
Yeah. Well, don't get the shit at the gas station. They fucking tell you that.
They work? Nah.
Don't get the don't
Your cousin just ratted you out, man.
don't get the horny goat weed. Don't get the Sex Panther. Like it's none of that stuff's gonna work.
Bob the Builder.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to smell like Bigfoot's dick, though?
Anderson Silva started that shit. Now everybody's using that.
Everybody's using it. He's saying he believes it was due to a tainted supplement that was helped to increase his sex drive and vigor. It was given to him by a holistic doctor.
She need increased sex
A
drive.
holistic doctor, so not a real doctor.
Not a doctor.
Yeah. It's like my
he said
drug dealer's a pharmacist.
between testing costs, attorney fees, and the cost to contest the prohibitive substance, it was going to cost me between $20,000 and $40,000. So he just said, I'll just take the suspension.
Because you know you're full of shit.
And he
You know you're full of
and,
shit.
and he's gonna go fight the casinos
Because he can't.
on Indian reservations.
Where they have more holistic
So here's my
medicine.
thing. He's saying, it's not a steroid, it's an anti-estrogen.
That's a masking agent.
No, well, it also helps make your testosterone go up.
Yeah,
just-
we've talked about the estrogen thing before.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought estrogen makes it where it kind of like balances out the whatever like.
But if you
steroid he's on,
A lot of people
you
are
strip it, then it brings up your testosterone.
a lot of people that are taking steroids because it's increasing when they have to come down, they will take the estrogen to allow them to block and mask how much testosterone they actually have in their body.
Right.
It's used as a masking agent illegally.
Stop being a
not,
pussy. Stop cheating.
not every one of them is using them for that reason. I mean, you got Anderson Silva, who obviously needs dick pills, or you got John Jones, who's doing cocaine and can't get his dick up, so he needs dick pills.
You got Bigfoot who has milk tits.
His milk tits. I mean, they got to have testosterone added to their system. So it's kind of a weird place. I just think now that everybody's turning to, the dick pills worked once. Like, can we see what that
You
works?
got young kids
didn't even-
getting dick pills at the gas station.
It didn't even work.
Attebery. Look at this guy. His buddy's like, he buys them a lot.
All the different
Even when
ones.
you don't need them, he just takes them and
All
stays
the
there.
Oh
different
no. I didn't need him. I just took him.
I was just standing in line at the bank.
Oh, I
It's
didn't
funny.
Hey, I heard good things. I was like, fuck it. I was there. I was like, I'm gonna give it a whirl.
I just feel like having a 6-hour boner for no fucking reason.
All right, nah, fuck 6 hours. That shit lasts like 3 days. That ain't nothing fun.
He's all training with a hard on. Come here.
Nah, it's for the weekends.
No wonder you said his ground game's good. Everybody's like, "No, bro, you got me on tap."
Speaking of
Again, you keep calling it college parties. Those are prison parties.
TMZ is reporting that Michael Bisping is being sued before his bouts at UFC. What is that? 217.
Yeah.
So he is being sued by Antonio George Kalopoulos, who is 19, who is accusing Bisping of assault, battery, and false imprisement due
That's
to
a fucking name right
Sounds
there.
like
due to an alleged incident in a 24-hour
Georgia
fitness gym,
Kalopoulos.
July 31st. He filed a complaint saying that he was working out with a friend at 24-hour fitness, and he turned to pick up weights a few feet away. The friend, as per the complaint, could hear someone yelling at him for taking his weights. That man was Bisping. He said, "An idiot, you little punk, you don't know who I am."
We're going to stop you right there. If the guy's last name is Georgia Kalopoulos, he has no fucking idea who you are.
Sorry, Bisping. Sorry. He said Bisping then extended his right arm and choked him for 2 to 3 seconds, not allowing him to breathe.
Dude, Bisping roid rated.
A larger man stepped to break it up. Bisping asked to take it outside. That's when the staff got involved, separated both people in a crowd gathered as well as the police arrived to issue private person's arrest for assault and battery to Bisping.
There was somebody there bigger than Bisping?
Dude, he ran out of breath telling him his last name.
Do you know who I am? No, but I'm George Oculus.
I'm not a snitch, but it sounds like Bisping.
I don't think that he's dumb enough to do that. Plus, where's the video? It happened at a gym. There's
Why is he at a
cameras everywhere.
24-hour fitness anyway?
It's in LA. It's 24 hours. Where else are you going to work
Why
out?
is he? I just don't get
I
it.
don't know. Hey, John
I didn't
Travolta goes to
think I
24-hour
said-
fitnesses all
No,
the time.
I'm just saying, how
fuck
come he's
that.
not like at 10th Planet or...
No, man.
Because they don't want him there either.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, John Travolta loves to go to those gyms at like 3 in
If
the
you're
morning.
a pro fighter, you should go hard and go to 25-hour fitness.
He says
You only need to be there for 8 minutes.
Georgia Kalopoulos is complaining of intense throat pain and also nightmares, difficulty sleeping, and anxiety.
Pussy. I mean, sorry.
Other accusations including intentional infliction of emotional distress,
Oh, God.
All right, pussy.
negligent.
I don't know. Last time I got choked, it was a good night for me.
He pays extra for
I told you about the prison parties.
Bisping's team has refused to comment, as well as Bisping has not. He is supposed to again fight November 4th. Do you think anything will come of this? Do you think that this will stop the fight from happening?
No, I don't
Oh,
think it's
no,
gonna stop the
no
fight from
way.
happening.
Nah, not that I know anything about the court
Do you think
system,
it's just going to be settled?
but it's going to take a long ass.
I don't think it's anything because where was the arrest when this happened? Where's the arrest record? It was a citizen's arrest. It was a private citizen's arrest. Give me
Or
a
he
fucking
went.
break.
He probably went online because that's what you do now. If the police tell you, yeah, get out of here.
They said the police
You got to
did-
go online and fill out a report.
They said the police did arrive on scene and issue private person's arrest form for assault and battery to Bisping.
That's not a private person's arrest. It's like when you see a fucking kid putting graffiti on a car and you're like, citizen's arrest. I'm going to hold you until the cops get here. You don't get a citizen's arrest for fucking assault. I can't come over here and punch you in the fucking face and the cops be like, here's a form for you to fill out.
I need you to fill this out.
Maybe when you're Bisping.
Maybe when you're Bisping.
But also,
there was no
it's
pictures.
not gonna. It's gonna take like a year or two for the whole thing. The dude's gonna waste more money on a lawyer than he's gonna get
Yeah.
for Bisping.
No,
That's what they-
they'll send him money.
Yeah,
just to
it'll
shut
be
up.
be settled.
Yeah.
Like Michael Jackson did.
Well, that's a whole different touching.
And a whole different joking.
Yeah. Hey, you know how to tell what time it is when the big hand's on the little hand?
How do you tell time in prison?
How?
Same.
Further trash talk is coming out between Joanna champion Jędrzejczyk and Rose Namajunas. This was going on during the stare down that we saw at the press conference. The audio has come out. She was telling her, you need to listen to yourself. You didn't even want to do the media. You didn't want the extra media. How do you want to be a champion and deal with all these things? You know what? You're not strong mentally. You're mentally unstable. You're broken already, and I will break you in the fight. This is this is Joanna telling this to Rose during the conference call about the stare down. Rose says, who has not shied away from any of the things that has to do with her mental health, and said, I think there's a lot of mental instability in the whole country. I think that's the reason to fight, and a great reason too. She got cut off, and Joanna said, yes, this country is amazing. This country has been amazing to me, but I think you have some personal problems, and I'll show you what your problem is. You're never going to be champion. The whole time aggressively.
Wait, she wasn't talking about Australia?
No. The whole time she was doing this throughout the whole conference call, and a lot of people are upset that Joanna was attacking Rose's mental health
Pussies.
and making fun of mental health.
No, it's just another form of attack.
Yeah, it's don't fight. If you don't want to deal with that shit, don't fight. You guys should hear what I hear from my brothers if I lose. If I lose or some shit, I swear to God, I'm going to have mental abuse at home.
You should hear what Frank Mir hears from his wife.
Rose recently said that she basically blocks everything out. The minute she starts talking to her, she goes, I just go somewhere else. And that's why I have the dead stone cold face.
Yeah.
Don't even hear half the stuff she's saying.
She's thinking about pipes.
And in that
She says, I'm not concerned about what she's doing. Whatever she's saying, that's fine. But for me, it's all about me. It's all about conquering my demons, and that's what's important. Every fight is personal, but with myself, I want to try to make this world a better place and somehow use my gifts of fucking martial arts. I'm great at this shit, and this is what I've been born to do. I might be crazy, but I'm also dangerous.
Yeah, and that picture's unfortunate because the dude's elbow makes her look like Bert. Yeah, it makes it.
Hey, that might be fight of the night, though.
No, that's not her elbow.
Oh,
that's
you think so?
That's Joanna's. That's Joanna's fist.
That's my
Oh,
prediction.
is it Joanna's
That's Joanna's
fist?
fist right there.
Yeah.
That's my prediction for fight of the night.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it's gonna
I
be.
mean, how do you feel about the mental warfare going into a game and trash
Man,
talking?
that's
I
just
feel like
how
all
it's
fair.
in,
It's
it's
all
in
fair.
every
It's all fair.
sport.
Yeah.
It's in every sport.
You know, I'll probably leave kids and like wives and family and shit out of it. But other than that, it's all. I'm attacking anything.
Yeah, I
I
say,
can
do you
find.
feel that there's a line that can be stepped over
Yeah.
across?
Kids
yeah,
and- kids
like
and
when
family.
Kevin Lee brought in what's his name's mom.
That wasn't that bad.
Hey, I know your mom's gonna be ringside. Don't talk about my mom. I
Hey.
just said she was gonna be ringside. Look,
Elijah, if your mom's ringside, she's gonna watch you
Michael
lose.
Who was it that took a picture with Connor's mom?
that was
Jeremy Stevens?
Jeremy Stevens.
Yeah, she knows who I am.
She knows who I am.
Huh.
I think moms are absolutely not off limits. That makes for some of the funniest shit.
Okay,
Yeah?
man, I didn't say just. I think just wives and kids.
Wives and kids.
People, not for me though, because I'll probably talk about your wife. I ain't gonna talk about your kids. But if nothing's
He's
bothering,
all now that I think about it.
Yeah,
think
yeah,
about it.
if-
Everything's on the table.
Everything's
if
on
nothing's
fucking
bothering
everything's
you,
on the table.
if nothing's
Yeah.
bothering you, then I'm saying.
Yeah, if you got
and
a
I start
dog
talking
at
about
home,
your wife
fuck
and
your
you get
dog.
pissed, then I'm probably gonna talk about your wife some
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, I'm gonna feed your dog onions.
And then the dog's not gonna be.
I would say kids.
And then my kids are gonna hate
Kids
me.
is the only limit. Now that I think about it, kids is the only limit.
Okay.
Okay.
The kids are safe, but fuck your
International
wives.
Boxing Hall of Fame inductee
Fuck your
Jim
wives, he said.
Lamprey. Jim Lamprey got stopped by TMZ in Vegas this week and basically kind of went on this rant about how he feels that Floyd Mayweather is a scam artist who threw the first 3 rounds in the Conor fight to give MMA fans hope and to set up a rematch.
He just figured that out.
No, he's just now talking about it apparently.
We all knew he threw the first 3 rounds.
Welcome to the fucking party, dude. Jesus Christ.
He says it's a marvelous scam.
Wait. You're telling me he wasn't really fighting the first 3 rounds?
I mean, I thought Conor was just doing that well.
Right.
I thought he won those 3 rounds on his own.
They were
I mean, he
not-
definitely got that uppercut.
Hey, did they just wake him up from a cryogenic chamber and show him the fight?
Maybe. Does he know who our president is, too?
Oh, that will blow his mind.
Did you not see Floyd Mayweather throw like 4 punches in the first 3 rounds?
In the fucking third round, he fucking threw 6 punches.
Yeah, and 2 of those punches weren't punches. He was just blocking himself as McGregor fell towards him.
And yet, still 2 of the judges gave that round to Floyd, even though he threw 6 punches the entire time.
There are 6 beautiful fucking punches.
Hey, there's one judge in the Triple G fight that would have gave him all 3 rounds.
No, that judge would have gave McGregor the win, even after being
Flat
TKO'd.
Oh, the chick who's banned from judging now? She just went on a short vacation. Nobody's heard from her since.
She's been murdered.
We got further into the
That
box.
was the implication there, Attebery.
I just wanted them to know. I wanted them to know so they could be.
Further into the
Don't
boxing
fuck up
news.
judging. I fucking hate
Yeah,
judging.
he's the little guy in the box to explain to people that really don't get the. He saw
Dana White recently was talking about.
I got you, people. I got you.
Fucking dead!
We've been talking about this for a
I'm
little
here
while
for the
now.
dumb people.
Dana White was wearing his Zuffa boxing shirt so that they may at some point
That's never going to happen.
get into boxing of some sort.
He's
I don't
not-
think Dana's gonna do it by himself. No, I don't. I will continue to argue with you about that.
You can't isolate it now.
No, I said that from the beginning.
Okay.
Go back and listen.
All right.
Rewind it back, radio.
Run the tape back.
Give me a minute.
That's going to take a while because that's from like a year ago.
Boxing's dead.
I don't think Dana's going to leave the UFC to do boxing. Now, he is saying in recent interviews that it is possible they may start getting into boxing under the Zuffa banner and bring it into UFC cards or doing co-cards or doing something along those lines, or even starting its own promotion and then doing it at a later time.
Do Zuffa boxing and fucking keep it separate. I don't want.
Hey, can we just have a
Card
card where
combined
every
with everything.
fighter makes it to the fucking card? How about we do that?
No, can't have nice things.
Of course, boxing expert here, Bob Arum, decided to put his 2 cents in and said that my thoughts are that the UFC is desperate. Their numbers are way off. They have no marquee star. If you look at all their pay-per-view numbers, they barely break 100,000 on any of their shows. They're having trouble getting renewal contracts with Fox. They need to do something. And one thing they may try to fall back on is acquire a boxing presence. About a year ago, I was approached by someone representing UFC to buy Top Rank. I don't know. What do you think about this?
I read otherwise, actually.
My thing is I've heard about the Fox thing.
Yeah, that's right.
The contract's up, and they're looking for new.
Yeah,
They want to put it on ESPN.
Yeah,
I heard they
that's
want
not
to go
true
everywhere.
either.
Yeah.
For the TV contract, I heard they want to expand it to multiple.
Yeah, they want to do ABC, they want to do CBS, they want to do Fox, just like the NFL is. They want to do things on ESPN, just like the NFL
They don't
is.
want to be direct. They don't want to be strictly on one
station.
What are they saying? The 100,000 homes on their shows? I don't understand.
Yeah, basically they barely break 100,000 buys.
Where is that coming from?
The last card, probably. Who was the last card?
This is Bob Arum. Who knows? He's always been crazy. I mean, come on. How many times have we talked about Bob Arum, who's talked about that MMA was only for homosexuals, only for skinheads,
This is a guy that-
only for white
yeah,
people?
That's right.
Where's the other old dude that sits with
white
the,
homosexual
Yeah.
skinhead.
this
You missed me
picture-
with the first two, but you got me on the white part.
Yeah.
Again, prison.
Where's the other old dude that he sits in the theater with screaming at people? You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't half bad. No, it was all bad.
Fucking Muppet.
Do you think that obviously the UFC, we talked about the last week's show, that the UFC numbers are down as far as pay-per-view buys go.
Because of streaming.
That
It's
do they
not
need to
because
get
of
into
the
boxing
fighting.
because of this?
No,
No.
not boxing. They do
No.
need marquee
Boxing's gonna
stars,
make it
though.
worse.
You know,
I mean, obviously Conor hasn't fought in a year.
Yeah, exactly. Ronda Rousey's out. They don't have a marquee star right now, which is why they're bringing back GSP to fight Bisping, because they need a big
And
fight.
then they realized people that watch MMA right now don't know who the fuck GSP is.
Yeah, that's a problem, too.
That's a fact. That was actually,
No.
they
And
started
it's
doing
just like I
surveys. They're
said.
like, are you excited to get GSP? They're like, who's he?
Yeah, and I was
he's
so
that guy
glad.
that's coming back.
And,
Who's
and what
coming
did
back?
that study say?
Isn't it-
The
New York
people
had
who
an
watch
offer?
now came because of Ronda,
Yep.
and they know Ronda McGregor.
Yep, they
You
did.
know,
But isn't New York a little bit behind on MMA, or is that just
Just rules wise,
that's
yeah.
just- but people wise are fine.
Well, I mean, they just
Yeah.
were allowed to
I've
have
never
cards
talked to
recently
They just-
on
New
it,
York
so-
that watches
yeah,
MMA.
and I'm not mad about it. If
they're all
we
from
lose
Jersey.
some of these fair weather, whatever McGregor or what do they call them, casuals? If we lose them, you know,
I call them Tarzans, but, you know.
it's not a big deal because they're the same ones that cry like, "Oh, this card coming up is so weak." It's like, shut your mouth. You know, like this last card, everybody's like, "I can't believe anybody's going to buy it." And then Till beats the shit out of Cerrone, and everybody's like, "Oh my god!"
Well, it was on Fight Pass, so you didn't have
Man,
to
it's
buy it.
crazy. Now that you say it too, I remember when I was the only one posting about UFC on Facebook, and now it's just flooded all day long.
Yeah, but it's stupid
Everyone,
shit.
no,
that
yeah,
they're
no one
saying.
knows
It's
shit.
complaints.
No one knows shit.
The problem is, I don't have a problem
Ronda
with
was never a fighter. It
You don't
was a
know
big
shit about
hoax.
MMA.
I don't have a problem with casual
Or
fans
boxing.
coming in as long as they want to learn about it and they want
Yeah.
to understand it. You know, if they just want to stay casual fans and only want to buy pay-per-views because of a Ronda or because of a Conor, then eventually they're going to leave anyway, because that's not always going to happen.
Once
But people
done.
who actually love the fight game, like all of us do here, we can find something in almost every fight card that's redeeming about it.
And
you know?
super, yeah.
Facts.
And we know
Right.
like, so there's people that don't know how fucking good Cerrone is. There's people that don't even know who Carlos Condit is. You know,
I know that nobody knows who Till was.
or fucking that didn't see fucking Rory's fight with Lawler, you know,
Yeah.
that don't know these things exist. And if they educate themselves, then they'll understand and they'll become lifelong fans of the sport. If not, they'll leave and I don't give a shit.
Yeah, and it sucks because, you know, in football, you know, I'm a Raiders fan, and then we got these guys that come in and they're out, and they're in and they're out. Oh, we're done, dude. 3 games, we're done. Shut up. Shut your hole, bitch. You know, if we get to game 10, and even then, I don't care if we ain't one game by 10. Don't open your mouth and say, "Oh, we're just shut your mouth."
Enjoy the game.
Enjoy the game and wait till next year.
Last week, I literally had someone talking shit about, I'm done with the Cowboys, blah blah blah, and I was like, oh, but we won today. It wasn't last week. It was when we played Monday night.
Yeah,
against
because
the
you guys have
Cardinals.
won.
And then
No, that's the Niners. That's my team.
Yeah, Owen.
I was at that game.
Owen.
It was beautiful. Not so much for you guys.
Wow.
We recently saw on Instagram Rampage and Nick Diaz kind of drunk or playing drunk, fighting over the same woman.
I think it was a game.
We watched
Oh, yeah,
we watched
yeah.
that footage. Now Rampage is putting up a clip, and said, "Believe it or not, this Japanese fighter took one of my girls in Japan. He agreed to fight me, so watch out, Nick Diaz. You was out of order, son. My first KO pride," and then put together a video. I mean, do you think it's just Rampage being Rampage, just playing around, just
I
trying
think
to...
they both like to fuck around. Yeah.
I think
I could tell by the way she was acting that it was all.
Yeah, it was all a game.
you guys know MMA. You guys know these two. If
Right.
they were really wanted to fight, they would have fought then.
Yeah.
There would have been no cameras. They would have
Right.
fought.
They would have fought in the ER room.
Yeah, if you don't
after
believe me,
they fought in the lobby.
Go to YouTube.
Would you watch a Rampage Nick Diaz fight?
I'd watch a
When I
Rampage.
watch a Rampage, I'd watch Nick Diaz fight a cucumber if I had the opportunity. I don't care.
I'm a fan of both, so fuck
What
it.
weight should this be at?
Street fight.
200.
200 pounds?
200
Yeah.
pounds.
Street fight.
That's a lot of weight. Rampage can't get down to 200 pounds.
And Nick-
he barely made 205.
Really?
How many
But
times did he be like, man,
You can't have Nick.
I don't fucking
can't
like
have
Mike
Nick-
Dolce because he's
No,
making
because
me
I'm
eat
thinking.
diet food.
Because
I'm
I'm thinking.
eating chocolate all the time.
No.
If we
they
do
can't-
200, then we could have Nick at like 198, and then
So why don't we just open weight Grand Prix it?
Pride? We go Pride time.
Yeah.
I say Nick-
and Pride
I say
rules.
Nick
They both
wins.
like the Pride cage, or excuse me, the Pride ring. They both like Pride rules. They also like the yellow cards. I think this needs to go down in Ryzen.
I think Nick Diaz wins.
Let's make it a tag team. Nate and Nick against Rampage and
Tiki. Tiki's always hanging out with him.
All right,
Remember
yeah.
him? Nobody.
nobody.
Nobody remembers Tiki.
I know Tiki. The guy with the thing.
Yeah.
He got knocked out by Robbie Lawler.
He used to date Ariana Celeste.
Did he?
Tiki Barber?
Yeah.
Good job, Tiki. I'm about to die. My
Tiki
shit.
Torch?
Cain Velasquez up on Twitter saying he went to South Korea. Oh, I'm sorry, I got the wrong picture, but that'll work too. No, that works. Just leave that up there.
All right.
With Kung Jung?
Yeah, I added that. Kane says he might walk out like this the next time he's in the cage.
Cultural appropriation, Kane. You can't do that. It's not allowed anymore.
I bet you won't.
That is cultural appropriation.
So if you're wondering where Cain Velasquez is, he's in South Korea because he can't train because he gets injured.
Because he gets injured.
What happened to the fucking melting pot? I thought
He
we were
found
allowed
some-
to
No.
share stuff.
No.
Found
not
some
anymore.
undetectable
No.
steroids
Just
out there.
food?
Just no, can't even share food. Sushi is cultural appropriation
Oh,
too.
fuck that. I mean, you can have sushi. That's terrible, but
I don't care. When I go home, I'm having a smorgasbord. I'm having some sketty. I'm having some sushi.
I fucking
Sketty
hate
and
all you
sushi?
guys.
What's wrong?
he's mad about the pipe.
Big old whole
Ice cream in the lobster.
Look, he's all stressed out.
I told you, like I said, I don't drink. I don't gotta worry about
And the-
alcohol
and the
being my
steak.
poison. But goddamn it, I fucking eat shitty food.
I'll do it all.
Yeah, I can't cook, so I got no choice. I got no choice. If I'm
I mean,
hungry,
when you wake up fat, what are you supposed to do? You said.
I done woke up fat. I'm having a fat day, man.
Short. It's called short and dumpy days.
Short and dumpy days.
What was his name on the
Story
Ultimate
of my
Fighter?
life.
That was eating all the cake? Gabe Rudiger?
Put me back in.
yeah,
B.
hey,
Couldn't
Put me back in.
man, you put you back in. You're just eating birthday cake.
hey, when I'm being lazy or I'm fucking just basically just fucking off, my brother calls me Ryan Rudiger. Put me back in, coach.
UFC new signee and heavyweight Orange.
Latest one's Fat
Bouliar?
Alvie.
Bouliar.
Fat Alvin.
Fat Alvie.
I don't know. What am I looking at?
I'm gonna get a
It's the
colonoscopy.
highlighted. I know it's hard to see. It's small. Aran Bouliar.
It looks like a
is from
toupee.
South India. South India. He recently signed with the UFC. He had a successful debut against Luis Henrique at September 9th. However, he was unable to wear his turban.
I was gonna say, isn't this kind of an issue here?
He was the first ever Sikh UFC fighter. The Reebok policy said he was unable to wear it because it was not part of the dress code.
So if he gets a Reebok turban, can he wear it?
Yeah, apparently if I Photoshop one for him, he might be able to wear it.
How is that not an issue
Does
in an
Khabib
MMA
still
fight?
wear? Does Khabib still wear his hair?
You mean
walks
wear
out?
his hat?
Yeah,
When
his
he
little
ever-
hat.
But he
His
takes it
bonnet?
off before he fights.
No,
But
no,
Yeah,
at the
he's
fight-
not asking
Oh.
to wear it in the cage. He's
walk out.
asking to wear it to walk out.
Oh, that's it?
And they told him no.
That's bullshit.
That's
I
ridiculous.
don't know.
He
Khabib
says-
hasn't fought in so long. He might have Reebok hair by now.
Do you guys see he's fighting Barboza?
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Apparently, this is something that Reebok is looking into, and the UFC as well is looking into. They said they have to realize it does not conflict with their code for clothing, because he's hoping to, like I said, make sure that it is a reality. He says it's all about awareness. They have to understand that it's a culture thing. It's not necessarily a sponsor. It's not a.
Right.
Do we have anybody that comes out in a yarmulke?
No, I don't think so.
Well, not yet. I don't.
Not yet?
Yeah.
I'm asking some
I
weird
don't know if
shit.
there's a lot of Hasidic Jews that fight MMA.
I think if he puts Reebok on it, it should be fine.
Where'd you put the Reebok on the yarmulke?
Right, dead center?
Dead center in the back.
Big as hell.
Do you think they will change their policy soon?
I
Yeah.
think so.
The UFC said that they reacted to something. They put it up, I think, on Instagram, where they were like, "Oh, sorry, we didn't know," but no policy has been changed yet.
No, it'll change.
Do they get to wear the ring too? Because they always have the ring around their wrist, the Sikhs.
They probably tape it in.
Yeah, taped into the gloves. Maybe
they
I don't
probably
know.
tape
Would
it.
they be able to do that? I think you have to take everything off.
I don't know.
GSP
You can't get that shit off.
Can they bring their sword?
You're meant to
That's
grow
what I
into
was
that
gonna
thing.
ask.
True.
The sword somewhere.
Yeah, it's somewhere. Yeah.
So wait, does that mean GSP?
Is the bracelet Sikh
is
or
GSP
Hindu?
going to be able to come out in his?
No, it's a-
In his gi,
That's-
unless it's a Reebok gi, no, he will not be able to come out in his gi.
Honest question. I literally don't know. I'm not trying to be a dick here. Don't fucking SJW
You don't even have to
me.
try. You don't.
Look, when I do it on purpose. I'm not trying to get social justice warrior right now over this.
Oh, she's going to get murdered.
I love it. He did the acronym and then he said it.
Just in case.
UFC 219, we talked about Raquel Pennington going up against Amanda Nunes for the championship. However, the same day that this bout was announced, Raquel Pennington allegedly was in a car accident and broke her leg.
Where was Hillary?
She must have known.
I meant Duff.
She knew some shit about Benghazi.
I have not seen any announcements from Raquel Pennington herself or her camp. I have not seen anything from the UFC. I just found a few MMA sites that are reporting this, saying that she has broken her leg in the car accident. Obviously, this fight will not be going down.
Have you checked Tisha Torres's?
Oh.
Yeah, that's my thing too. Is I was going to wonder if Tisha Torres, who also has an upcoming fight,
Where's that other girl?
later in December,
The
if that's
Nancy
going to
Kerrigan girl.
affect her.
I think Pennington got
Tonya
saved
Harding?
though because Nunez going to
Tonya
murder her.
Harding?
Could have done it.
Another fighter with an injury. This is bantamweight Betch Carrera has had an unfortunate injury. What?
Dude, no, the best Korean one, someone said it was a dick war. She got poked in the eye.
Wow.
Oh, that was horrible. I'm just saying that was
That's
horrible to
sexist
say.
and it shouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
That
was
was horrible.
dark and she missed.
Me too.
So she's going to have an emergency surgery on her eye.
She has to have surgery on her eye?
Yeah.
Jesus.
She should have surgery on her boxing skills.
That's a good one. Been saving that the whole
He
time.
fucking zinged it.
thought of it.
He was just like,
I freestyle it out. There's no premeditation here, officer.
And a little bit before we get into our recaps, we have Holly Holm. Actually, this was on Coach Winklejohn's Instagram. Put up this video of Holly Holm training
That is
for.
a great shot right there.
Yeah, training for Cyborg. Waiting. They said they are waiting for the UFC contract to come through. A good offer from the UFC. Put up this picture of. They put a picture of Cyborg on a big heavy bag and
they
had
should
her
have put her taller.
doing some
Right.
flying kicks.
So they're saying a good offer. So obviously somebody's floated a dollar amount once.
Yeah, I'm sure they've gotten offers. They just haven't got the offer that they want.
Want.
I thought it was.
You think
once you
it-
sign a contract,
You
get
think
what
it's
get.
over $2 million?
Oh, once you sign the
No.
contract, yeah.
Oh, she's up there. Her contract. What
No.
you get?
You don't think that because that's what Rousey got for her last fight was $2 million.
It's Ronda Rousey though.
Holly Holm is not Ronda Rousey.
Neither Cyborg.
Facts.
Neither is Cyborg.
But I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
You're saying both of them are saying, well, Ronda got this, even though she kind of built this division for the UFC and was a major star. We want to be major stars. We need that
But
money.
I think that, and again, I'm not saying that they're worth it. I'm thinking the mindset now that they're going out, that they're asking for these big numbers. Like Nate asking for $30 million.
You think?
Okay, yeah, they can come out and be like, yeah, I want $5 million. They'll be like, no, cool. So now what?
You think Holly Holm's worth 500,000?
Yeah,
I literally think
I would say
each one of them
that.
could get $1 million off this.
I could see that.
I could see $1 million.
Yeah, including the sponsorship behind closed doors that they don't
Yeah.
know about. But I don't know.
Suitcase money?
I don't know if I'd pay Holly
not
Holm
rising.
$1 million. Or Cyborg. To me, Cyborg looked like shit her last fight. She looked good in the first round. Like that girl shouldn't have lasted 3 rounds with her.
Oh,
Yeah, but you gotta put Evanger's a tough chick.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm not gonna lie. I didn't
No,
know
but
too
I
much
mean,
about her.
fighting Evanger's like beating leather.
Okay.
Evanger's
It looked like
a
they just got out the
tough
trailer
chick.
park and
And
they're like,
she wants to fight her again.
Yeah.
if she would have just fucking stood up, Cyborg was gonna get tired. She was
Yeah.
just taking it. I don't know. To me,
I think she took it, 2 weeks notice, 3?
So it was pretty short. Yeah,
That one
it was
girl's a
pretty
pussy.
short.
And she had to put on 10 extra pounds because she's
Jermaine
used
or
to fighting at
whatever.
Oh,
135.
God, that's right, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
she
she
is at
remember,
135,
yeah,
yeah.
so she had to come in at 145.
All right, I'm sorry. I forgive you. I mean, forgive me.
I'll forgive you.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, we know her pretty well. If you want to fight her,
Yeah.
and she's down for that kind of stuff.
Hey,
Bellator
come down to 125.
Bellator 185
She's
happened.
all,
I ain't never hit a woman, but your ass is pushing it.
Bellator 185 happened last week.
Are your hands equal opportunity employers? Is that what it is?
We
I'll
had
shake you really bad.
I like it.
Lisa Blaine over Anna Juliton, so that kind of derails the Juliton fight. However, maybe
That's what I'm
not.
talking about. Can we just have a card where everybody makes it?
They made it.
Okay.
Bring steroids.
She made
This
the
one
fight.
already happened.
Oh, that's right.
This is a
Okay.
card that happened.
All right,
She
sorry.
made the fight. She just lost.
Sorry.
Anna Julianson was supposed to be the one to go up against Heather Hardy because they're two great boxers. We'll get into those fights as
Okay.
we're talking now. Ryan Quinn over Marcus Surin. And then Christina Williams defeats Heather Hardy with a TKO in round 2.
Of her fucking debut.
Of her debut, yeah. But we got the before and after here. Heather Hardy before the fight. Heather Hardy while the fight got stopped. She had a broken nose.
She had a broken face.
Yeah, just looked.
That's like you ever try to like take the spray nozzle off your hose before you turn off the hose and shit just fucking sprays everywhere.
Yeah.
That's Heather Hardy right there.
Yeah. But like I said, we're talking about this fight, and you got Heather Hardy who's coming from boxing. This is her second only MMA bout ever. Going up against a girl who was 3-0.
Amateur
3-0, making her pro debut. So like an 0-0 and a 1-0, that's a pretty good matchup.
MMA wise,
it's a good matchup. Yes, you can take into account that obviously, like we talked about last week, you got Heather Hardy's vast experience in standing up and being a boxer.
Yeah.
But then you got someone who's been strictly training just MMA, even for those 3 amateur bouts, and she definitely showed it.
Yeah.
The minute she started getting tagged by Heather Hardy in boxing, she was like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna start kicking."
And Heather Hardy
Have you trained kicking? No, it doesn't look like it.
She ducked right into a fucking shin.
Oh,
How do you guys feel about that? I don't know. I think I'm a firm believer in start at the lower shows and work your way up.
for sure.
Because I feel like at Bellator, even if you're going to that, I mean, I know some of these dudes got worse records or whatever, but they're still going to try to find kids.
Yeah, but she was a 12-0 boxing champion coming into this.
Yeah, it's not like she was no slouch, but it shows that
she did that boxing rule and it cost her.
it definitely shows that strictly one discipline training versus multiple discipline
absolutely.
training
Holly Holm did well coming from it.
will completely change. And yeah, maybe she needed a little bit more before she got the big stage, but she has a big name, so Bellator's going to throw the money at her.
Yep.
I don't see why not. Again, now maybe she can fight Anna Julianson because
losers
she
match?
also lost.
Yeah, we'll fight a losers match.
They were trying. I think they were trying to build this up as the winners and winners match, but it's not going to happen. Neiman Gracie gets the submission neck crank over Zach Busia. And then in your main event, Gegard Mousasi gets a unanimous decision over Alexander Shlemenko, despite having his eye completely fucking shut.
I think
that.
Shlemenko won
Saw that.
2 and 3.
Gegard
You think?
Mousasi.
Yeah, when Mousasi couldn't see?
Mousasi got his eye orbital broken and had to switch to an all wrestling offense and defense. And he says to his haters right now that basically, I not at all. I don't care. He says he's like, he punched me right in the eye in the first minute. I was fighting on instinct, trying to survive. To the haters, they can suck it. He's like, I got a pretty long line, and they can all get in it and suck it.
It's a big old dick sucking train, huh?
Yeah.
Him and his prison parties.
He says, I'm not pissed off. He's like, I don't care. I'm going to go eat lobster. I'm going to go sit on my farm, drive my tractor and car. Who cares about these guys? I made my money. I have a better life than all these bums. I'll win my next fight.
We're not talking about your life. We're talking about the fight.
Well, he's saying, I'm going to win my next fight, and they're going to forget about the last one. That's how the memory of these idiots work. They have a short memory. They're like goldfish. They can all suck it, take a line, take a ticket. I've had enough for all of you.
Yeah, but we're just talking about this fight. Quit being mad.
Well, he's saying basically that he was not happy with his performance. He understands that. He's like, obviously, I was looking for a finish, making for a big Bellator debut.
But
it didn't go the way I wanted, but I still fucking won.
I personally, and I'm a fan of Mousasi,
Yeah.
I don't think he won.
You're not a judge.
I know.
I mean,
It wasn't even a split decision. It was a
not hard to be
unanimous
a judge.
decision.
I don't know.
Don't know?
No, like I said, I gave him 2 and 3.
I say he wins. He won the fight,
I
man.
thought
Yeah.
Mousasi won.
But of course, you're gonna get haters and haters all the time. Your fan club showed up.
I know.
I don't know who that guy is.
And then we had
My fan club's
UFC
actually
Fight
talking
Night
to me.
118 go down on Fight Pass. You want to go over the main card?
Oh, this
here?
happened?
This happened.
Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and let's roll through it, man. I can't see that shit, so you tell me what happened.
Oh, excuse
I
me.
got
Let
you.
me,
I got 20/20 vision.
let me zoom it into 200 for you here, sir.
Yeah, please do.
Braille.
Braille. Let's get a fucking hologram.
It's because you're older blind.
Both.
Both.
Bro.
His eyelids are too fat today.
There you go.
They are. Man, I'm 20/20 on my right eye. I'm 20/25 on my left. I still can't see that shit. All right, Josh Emmett went up against Felipe Arantes. It was a unanimous decision in favor of Josh. Aspen Ladd beats Lena Landsberg with a
MMA
TKO.
gold. MMA gold.
Worley Owls gets a win over Salim Tahiri. And then you had Andre Touchy-Feely. He definitely touched Artem Lvov. Got a unanimous decision.
In fact, so much so that Conor McGregor was at this event, and referee Mark Goddard had to tell him to sit down.
Because he's trying to corner from the stands.
He was trying to corner from the stands. He was walking around the cage, following the action, shouting instructions. They actually paused the action. Mark Goddard told him, be professional, go sit down. And he was like, oh, sorry.
I'm sorry.
And then he still was yelling from the stands trying to get things.
No, he actually went like 8 rows back and did the circling
and did the
thing.
circle. That way he wasn't actually cage side.
Didn't he drop the F-bomb after this fight too?
No.
So, yes, he did.
Well,
AF-bomb. So after this, there's backstage footage of Conor consoling Lobov, saying basically like, oh man, he's like, I thought you were going to sleep him, but I didn't know he was a faggot. And he says it twice, and the internet fucking imploded, saying that Conor McGregor is
and it's not because
homophobic,
right? And it's not because he tried to use it. It's funny the description that I hear from some people was like, if he would have called him that to say he was less of a man, that would have been acceptable. People said, but the fact that he
was calling him a faggot because he thought he was gay.
Most people I know that use that word don't use it as a derogatory to them.
Hey, don't even get into it. Stop. It doesn't work.
Don't even.
I'll show you some messages later.
Don't even get into it.
To me, it's like another way of calling someone a bitch.
Don't even get into it.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So.
We understand.
We understand. I'll show
you
you
guys
some
ain't gonna tell me shit. I mean, they can, but you guys can't.
But yeah, so again, the internet kind of imploded on this. I haven't seen anything else come out of it. Not some UFC has said anything. Nobody else. None of the camps have said anything.
No.
The only thing the camps were upset about was Conor walking around the cage trying to coach. I mean, like if you wanted to be a ring guy. If you want to be a cornerman, you could have been, but you weren't. Sit down like a regular fan. Fans, how many UFC events we've been to where fans are yelling, hit him in the leg! Choke him! Knees! I'm like,
fucking kill him!
He's on the ground. What are you doing? Like, you're talking to the ring card girl walking around. What are you doing? Like,
get out of that chokehold. That's
He
bullshit.
came out and talked about it.
So
those kicks, those are bullshit. Don't get hit by those anymore.
Yeah, don't get hit by bullshit kicks. I like that Mark Goddard actually stepped up though and said something.
Especially to the Golden Boy, Conor McGregor.
The Golden Boy, Conor McGregor.
Fucking good.
With a boxer.
Ramazan Emeev got a win over Smiling Sam Alvey with unanimous decision.
Fat Alvey lost, dude.
Yeah.
Brian Kelleher got a TKO over Damian Stasiak, and Marcin Held gets a decision win over.
So that guy got win bonus and 20% of his loser fight check.
Yeah.
That's a win.
I didn't even make me say that name. Thank you.
Oh, Nazaret Hakparazat.
Haparazat. Oscar Pichota gets a win over Jonathan Wilson. Jan Blachowicz gets a submission rear naked choke over Devin Clark. Carolina Kowalkiewicz also gets a unanimous decision over Jody Escobar.
I thought she was going to get this finish, man.
And Darren Till, who now is I'm getting notifications on my phone that so-and-so is now following Darren Till on Twitter.
Lots of people are starting to follow him.
Over Donald Cerrone.
How about that time, though?
Also...
And I didn't say I called it 100%, but like I said, Cerrone like a roller coaster, and I think it was because of the Sapporo beer.
Because it was the beer?
That's a bummer.
Dana White put up on his Instagram this picture of Darren Till hitting Don Cerrone, which ended up breaking his nose. And then said the future Darren Till. People freaked the fuck out that he was saying he was the future of the division. Cowboy Cerrone, on the other hand, put up his picture on his Twitter and Instagram and said, hey, one hell of a job, Darren Till. Safe to say you broke the fuck out of my nose. I don't make excuses, nor I ever will. You had a great game plan and executed it perfectly. I did not overlook you or take you lightly. Again, congratulations. And then, of course, Dana White went back to his normal troll mode and went on Twitter just blasting everybody on Twitter saying, shut the fuck up, you fucking pussies.
Fucking clown shoes.
This kid put on an unbelievable performance against a fucking legend and a badass motherfucker in Cowboy Cerrone.
Yeah.
Fighters step in.
Who was the last guy who TKO'd Donald Cerrone?
Masvidal.
Was it Masvidal?
Masvidal, I know Diaz did. When fighters step
that often,
Diaz
that's for sure.
Diaz did a decision with Cerrone.
He said when fighters step in and win and they lose, Cowboy has been on both sides and showed total class as usual and praised Darren Till too. You people on social media are the biggest fucking crybabies I've ever seen. I love Cowboy. He fought and lost last night, so shut the fuck up.
Fair enough.
How do you feel about Dana White just going back to the trolling?
I love it.
I love it. It makes him feel normal.
I don't know. You know, when chemically induced raged, you say weird
allegedly.
things. I'm just saying. No, it could be hormones, pheromones.
I don't know.
Pheromones?
He's pretty big. I
Pheromones.
wouldn't be surprised if Dana White's on steroids.
I mean, I give it to Donald
No,
Cerrone.
there was a point in time when everybody was on steroids and
Joe
you could
Rogan
tell.
is.
But yeah, he
on
doesn't. He'll
TRT.
fucking tell you he
Yeah,
is.
Joe Rogan's not on steroids. He's on TRT.
But
Yeah. He's not
I got to give it to Donald Cerrone though for putting this up and being classy about it and saying, "Hey, look, man,
yeah,
But
you
he's
broke-
classy after every fight.
every
though.
fight.
Yeah.
You broke my nose. You won the fight.
Yeah.
I should have been better." Do you feel like there's two people now? There's fucking Donald Cerrone who shows up for a paycheck and a Budweiser, and then you got the Cowboys fucking Cerrone goes in there to wreck shop.
yeah.
See, I feel like it goes.
I feel like it's almost it's two sides of the coin.
See, I don't want to believe
Now
that
we
because
had-
I'm all
just like we
behind
had-
BMF.
Just like we had bad BJ and good BJ, you had BJ Penn who's in there to fucking kill people and lick gloves, and then you got BJ who's like, made weight
Cerrone
today.
ain't for main events. Don't put Cerrone in the main event. Don't do it. Don't put him in a big spot. Put him
I'm
on,
happy
like,
to see Cerrone
the
in main
first
events.
card-
I
the
still want to
first
see
fight.
Cerrone fight Carlos Condit if Condit ever comes back.
But when
That's the
when
fight I want.
Cerrone wins, it's like the first fight of the main card or it's the preliminary.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Anytime it's co-main event or main event,
You know, because he's got to
doesn't
wait
show
too
up.
fucking long to drink his beer and his buzz wears off.
Well, all I gotta say is the next two people he's got to fight, he's gonna fuck him up. That's just how
But
this
I think
roller
he beat
coaster
Lawler.
rolls.
I thought he beat Lawler.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying it's a robbery. It could have went either way.
Yeah.
But I thought it
that was a
Lawler.
great fight.
No, I'm not gonna. You know what? I'm not taking your side because you wouldn't go with me on the Masasi thing. So
We got Ultimate Fight Night 119
I
coming
like
away this
Masasi's an
weekend.
asshole. I
Yeah,
like
from
it.
Brazil, UFC Fight Night 119
It's in the future,
in the future.
or it's way later than normal. I don't know how it works
Fight
anymore.
Pass.
get in the
fights.
DeLorean, Marty.
Christian Colombo kicks off the night going against Marcelo Golm. Then you have
Excuse me, sir.
Davison
Excuse me.
Figueredo going up against Jared Brooks. And then jumping on to Fox Sports 2.
The dose.
The Dose. Zaleski Dos Santos takes on Max Griffin, and you have Harkin Diaz takes on Jared Gordon. Carlos Jr. takes on Jack Marshman, and Vicente Luke takes on Nico Price. Fox Sports 1 is where you'll be able to find the fights on most cable carriers, with John Lineker kicking off the night against Marlon Vera.
I like that fight.
Yep.
Good way to start off the night. Thiago Santos takes on Jack Hammermanson.
Never heard of him.
What? Hermanson.
Hermanson.
I like Hammermanson. Hermanson.
And it's back to
I was fucking doing so good, too.
Herman Monster.
I like it.
Hormone Monster?
Hormone monster.
Hey, man.
Little fucking monster.
Francisco Trinaldo going up against Jim Miller. Jim back in the cage. That's great.
This will be. It'll make a record, right? He'll have the most UFC appearances.
I believe so.
Yep.
Who
And
has the
then-
most wins? Bisping still? Because Cerrone lost, right? Because Cerrone could have tied Bisping?
Well, maybe.
Fuck, I don't know. I'm sorry.
We're not statisticians or
Yeah.
geographists.
Geometrist.
Geography.
Geography. Which one is it?
Pedro Munoz.
Takes on Rob Font. Damian Maya.
Line!
I feel like Mike Goldberg there all of a sudden. He's Pedro Munoz.
Is he reading the teleprompter?
What does that say? Fuck you, San Diego. Good night. Damian Maya going up against Colby Covington, and your main event, Derek Brunson going up against Lyoto the Dragon Machida.
Who you got?
So what does the dragon say? Ding, 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 ding.
I got Brunson. He likes all my shit on Instagram.
He's a fan of me, so I'm
Yeah.
going to be a fan of him.
I'm with him.
I want to say Machida by front kick, but I'm probably with Brunson.
I'll take Machida.
Yeah?
For shits and gigs or what?
And I got the
Shit's and
back.
gigs. How come we're not doing picks this week? What
backpack.
happened?
I didn't get in
I
time.
thought we were only
Things
doing
happen.
pay-per-views. We're not only doing pay-per-views.
We're doing big cards and pay-per-views, yeah,
Okay.
for the most part.
Fucking avocados.
Fucking
Ruin everything.
They really do. I fucking hate them.
So you don't have avocado on your pizza? Is that what you're saying?
Fuck no.
No?
I have bacon.
Bacon.
Bacon on the pizza, yeah.
Thug life.
All right, one more time. Attebery is going to be fighting coming up this Saturday.
Next Saturday.
This upcoming Saturday, sorry. Yeah, which is next Saturday. What day is it? Fucking Friday?
As in not tomorrow.
Not tomorrow. November 4th in Livingston after 5150. The shit's gonna
Sports
be-
Center.
Sports Center. It's just going to be written down for me. Fighting at
Read the
125.
teleprompter, goddamn.
It's blue. It's blue screened on me.
The goddamn pen is blue.
So if you get a chance, you can check out. You can get tickets at 5150. Look them up online for November 4th and enjoy. Big thanks to our sponsors, Dependable Solutions. Innovate your business. If you're looking to take credit cards on your online business or your regular business, or if you already do but want a better deal, Dependable Solutions can hook you up. And of course, mymmanews.com. They do this 24/7. We do it once a week. So if you're looking for late breaking stories, then check out My MMA News. Find us on Twitter and Instagram at SD_MMA. On Facebook at Split Decision MMA Podcast. I forgot it for a second. SplitDecisionMMA.com is also our website. You got a Twitter?
Yeah, but I don't really use it. Check out my Instagram at Reckless MMA.
Reckless MMA.
Yeah.
At Reckless MMA.
I forget about Twitter.
So thanks for listening. We do appreciate it. Check out the fights this weekend. It's Bueller, Dodge, and Dennis saying, have a good night from the SinCal studios. We'll see you at the fights.
Next week, we have internet super troll, Lumpy, also known as Terrell Powell.
Get that fucking shirt on right now.
Possibly.
Shit.
Can
The
I-
big